For me, some more by a channel, so channel Indian Golden TV GH. Let's also be subscribe, like, and share, and farm and send a first time over channel. So now, Yancha on my own bone rim or Blackstar. I say, they say Blackstar now, a qua passwa, a yin I ribina, and Chebiana Mopamon coach Utu Ado. Na hina neba eno na ye hot topic obi a ka ho asem kin ebe ene na pamfo atenase doso mo aboboko chief ba ko hie no bi dia o mo se fatasa anka hia ye nya ba ko a ebetimi aboa ye nti no ye ncha hono ma ye mbon rem na ye nkwohwe nsem ahodo mo kan mema ori fi so se odi o comment ebe ba comment no pa cho odi ba no wa ma ho ada ho nti no ma ye nkwohwe nsem ahodo mo kan e wo Losin TV so.
Which coach would you prefer to lead the Black Stars to the World Cup? Yeah, be so. Se coach ben and now per se World Cup no or the Ghana Echo. Walid Wagragri. Have Renard. Kwesi Apia. Tom Saint Fitz. Uwo option for Robert me abonidin and so abataho. Na yedi dwuma no kyerɛ wadwen Ghana for and show my dwen coach ben and opese yede ne World Cup edi amabubo boy wo foforo bi a ususu so no kra de ye better kra chen we mu a bonidin na ye nancy fa Otto Ado the sacking the next who replaces him Kwame Dala yedi Black Stars Hong Kong the avenue
you can say in a semper. Na metie the Ghana for can many aje kwaku me nipa ba ko a me believe say ewiase mu no sebi nyansa ni ba ko fotri enti ade ba ko ya me gidi pa na ye say ewiase obia wona adwenche obia ne ha wo si hu nioma enti se wo wanya akonya na wo kan de ya no nkire se obi de ya wrong. That's the reason why at time bia no make say we always disagree to agree. Enti me de se Ghana for chiro ma dwan about this blaster situation no. We see yenkofa wembra, we see yenkofa wembra. De obi e kan ye. Yenkofa wembra. Oma din na ebeba abontin nyina kwaku edin ni nyina ye. But I say minim a question of the day no. Why na me hu ne say enimanimu ya no obeboa blasters go ye ko World Cup na factors bebree. Kwaku blasters ehemfa ne ababedru. Coach na ye pese ye de ko World Cup no. Coach a ye pese obe build the team edema yen and as a coach obe mayen instant results short term ya these are nyoma ba kum yunu mi ense wo say you look out for on so bit me appoint national team coach so obe kaya at the time Blasters appointed Avram Grant on say na period no eni ho bebree na time nim bebree Saturday po bi obeti mama ye instant results or the tournament ba akoya ade and Saturday na Abraham Gan so wetimi the Chelsea cry call UEFA Champions League final entina owoda emphasize level ne say obeti mama sa results no enimanimu ya so mekaye pass at the time Ghana Football Association paying for interview Abraham Grant na nka say kire no na onu momu kire Ghana yesinto where you see so omufa ubia enimanimu ya no beti mama instant impact ani e African Cup of Nations kwakwenfa no de edru yanje by a co-final obi ehun say at least that decision to appoint Avram Grant such short period no FI so say no ubi so obi a say why ne yemfa ne mbra no ye kofa na ba ne ye kofa na ba say on be build the team for a period de mu na say short term ya baby a me gina say no die na yen yepe Ghana yen yepe de
yepe de obeso so ano enimu ya sisi de edru no adeɛ ne agye gu nti ye pobi ama na besoso ano na ye wia ye de ahye de oba be build team no because World Cup na banya ne sa nti ye de koja obi a wan hwani a na asansa kogu ye hu anu ase bebre nti immediate no for the immediate term we need to find solution what I say after that then we look at the building aspects of the team nti Mrs. say immediate no World Cup no onkoje World Cup de na mom
oba ye obetima yes bibi
aye bibi ama energy foforo bi about the Black Stars camp say na be ya de oba be build no omre.
So then among the names na eboboba no I think say one person mimi hu say obetima ma that instant results ni impact no based on the question in program the two na I think say former Morocco head coach Walid one coach yem ma sa instant impact no any results no bitimi e the amount because say ohwe adwuma a waye with Morocco national team na I believe waye adwuma enye no nko a kwaku mekaye pa say ade ba kwa ma ye hu no pa ye say okofa Faith Union ewo Morocco odi omo G League o sa time na work ewo ho omantimi anje became mentimi anje odi omo beje ana sa obekae a osa kofa wide edi omo beje Champions League omo chi Ali ehso omo 2 ana obefa Morocco national team edi omo koye adwuma kese wo World Cup edi omo place fourth in a group ana Croatia and Belgium wom eliminate the likes of Spain and Portugal. Enti anka based on the waye no obetima ma sa short term ne de obetima the amount. Enti se mete se nkofo obo wali din a eye enyem nwa because of the waye no. Then another person and di wom kese pan so ye have Renard. On say ono no de be ma ne de netimi aye possible ye say on say after say call far France Omumba national team no. I was return call Saudi Arabia no. The recent results ain't good for him. On person permanent. Because on say sa Arab Cup no. Olusu semis be against Jordan. Ana nansi wan sama Egypt aseno. Ana asa nempo crossane Serbia.
Mo gun 4-0.
Good. Say 4. Egypt die no
omle no pa
enti hono so na say onu musu no Saudi for no so target Walid sanka Walid mum so embe fa Saudi Arabia team no musu nja have na akwan so mimi de kwaku amount coaches a omudin ba ni nyina no I think say Walid have na ne coaches a memani beje ho because kwaku ade a mepe e de free ye coach e de beba na ye say coach obenya kukuduru aka che player asumasi say bema obo na wo bo no one pija omodi mboma obetina bench me mfrew me probia obetimenya kukuduro akache players ne say me hwe din na me de be selection but me players a omo ready say omo bo according to their mepe a omo ba omo betima yi omo akoma ma bobo no sa coaches ni bi na mepe kwaku no kure eye ba ko pe national team enye tactics hu bia national team coach enye wiase tactics hu bia men ka say tactics here on national team o by national team no enye ho ne ye complex tactics o e was so ye flexible with senior national team enti opa check coach bia what me successful with national team e coach so me flexible enye coach so me chinchine tactics because when you're flexible and me the best out of players are untimi and survive as a national team coach and the coach na ye pese de ne kone wo say ye coach a onu ni gina ho a wo ye player kasa kire wo a wo betie nye player e coach a osro players ye hia coach a or this discipline ne beba discipline as in say de meka se koye ne koye onkotwetwe wonye din akwaku se wo hwe have na adia ba ko aboa na obeji din nyina no Zambia okofaye Ivory Coast okofaye no uti onu ankasa interviewer or say the first thing a man here successful successful na discipline South African Cup of Nations no de Zambia kwaje ye no ni players inside Ivory Coast na Satan na Ivory Coast omu golden generation no munya drop am time no Didier Zokora mo ne ya ture mu ne sa guys no Jovinho mu ne sa squad no na afina na no medru omu top level but after Zambia forje ye no have na on the interview say okofa team na omu ye discipline players omu ho ni say omu ye ready to listen omu ye ready say omu betima bo according to instruction enye so ye bibi suntu bibia na e discipline pa na man koy because that time no master Kalaba mo Sunzu mo ne Katongo mo ne sa guys no mweni mo no na enye players omu so say Ivory Coast but because of discipline okofa Ivory Coast team na ode African Cup of Nations free Ghana and semi no na that time Ivory Coast national team no say that time na majority of stars ni free on say that period mpokra na draw benim but there ba ko na Ivory Coast lucky no more stars by egos no coach is adom no mu ntimi and control sa egos no have na akofa Ivory Coast national team no sa discipline no de by one fedin enti players are na wo say omagiro omo hubo bia no Satan na Eric Bayi mo omo chance na senior players ni bit bench na player ba ku tirima ye ne de sase akatie ni mo no mu tirima ye mo de have na buy na asesa enti se Blasters ye pe coach obetim de yakọ World Cup no obetim aboa ya ye players na ye wo no men ka so mo ye top bo mo so mo nya bad mi obi no obetim convince me say Blaster players o mo say no omo ye back to the stand say omo nya de kra by coach ben ne betimi any o matenase aka tre Thomas Partey say ball na ye say Partey o bo na nye sa wan nyere wo ame drop am obi o ye serious bebo sa coach ni bi na me hwehwe no say ye nya sa coach ni bi akwaku forget ye mfa
asemu
ye hia coach o team ya say tactics now debi
ye hia discipline
ye hia discipline and tactics akesia anke o coaches bebre on betim dia bo ba bebi we wo sesie no se discipline ni ho ye nya coach o di discipline be wura team ni ma na ye nkosuo players ana auto Dubai oje captain free na ntokwa esi camp yi na je se ye kopa acho ni ye sa de captain ni koma wi coach ni mpokro je on pokra no so players no o so players no ade ye nim de e koso Blasters campana
asemu
enti ye nya sa coach ni bia kwaku ye ho be kire ye yo I'm telling you for a fact sana wo ye coach a de waka che players ni mpokro mu mfiu so mba koye that's the first thing that you hear say yes ye probio de akọ World Cup e wo se ye nya sa coaches ni bi obi o discipline
asemu big
Ogu coaches in there you be coach but you look at where you want to get to, what you want to do now and the task ahead. Na washe na odi afa ho coach kakra miminim enono enti edie ben na sisi a Black Stars in here die enti na Black Stars mpenifo ama coach ko. It is because we are heading into a World Cup, a tournament. This is not arguable. It is the biggest tournament in the world, football tournament in the world. And this is such a tournament. We have to be well prepared, fully prepared. It was our tournament anymore. In preparation, as we speak, Kwaku, aka 72 days. 72 days near World Cup, which is less than 3 months. Ebi I am fan of Sabro, so I be 2 months, ni ebi 2 weeks be. Na ye World Cup no. And at this moment, players never sound so come clubs no makwa kusi akai. Players never sound come teams no makwa di agro onom. It is the players never go back to your clubs. And it's not as if they are staying with the national team till say a World Cup no, for the rest of the 72 days. Now coach Bia Baba Benya Daje and your my training for 2 solid months. No a chairman tiene di ope debi enya sanity. Omo beko no makwa bobo omo bola. Ye better so anya omo biem no. Na ya a latter part of make say the season and I say ye we season the compa ye beko World Cup no. That is the time I better so anya these players. Say bro mu nyina no ne asan so we share as a team. Nti kogu so ohwe ne. Edi kosi World Cup time. any a bread dantamunua. The catcher me ametia say Black Stars be here coach or a track record of putting players together and getting results within the shortest possible time. Adia catcher me no. So Black Stars no. Ebe here ubia. Or what that track record of putting players together and getting results within the shortest possible time. Because football, you say, "Oh, I give you one my friend adaptation." Coach there or player there or say coach there be go na player na beti ase aye mu adwuma. Ama results abado krampo no so danchen. E asem foforo ye nkomo foforo. It's among the coaches are. Emudin be ba bontin ni nyina no. We have to look through, find the obia. Onya bebre but obetimi deliver the amatim. Appointing a coach is not just about appointing any coach. Just because you need a coach, you go in for anybody. There be. My for Liverpool in your example, Kwaku. Liverpool went to that state of a big club. But you see a trend in our corner is because and the Sikan a big club no. Sikan are the talk here. And are the for coach here. No baba ya Juma team that's what Jenson and your dean. Now what level to say maybe a terminal one. Liverpool still needed that. But now Liverpool needs car. Omusika semu needs to be. Te say more money or more competing no. Manchester United, no Manchester City no. So what do we have to do? We sit down. You brainstorming. You share system ni mu. Coach Ben na young talk kese man, young man is kese but baby you want all ya adwuma pa dia man team. Na yem fa yen yeso an yeso no. Ene ne nkonko di nkomo. Na yen twene mfamra ye team ni no ma ya adwuma mfama yen. Liverpool looked to no money to Jurgen Klopp so. At that time, Jurgen Klopp Borussia Dortmund. Kwa kuna yen top players akasi mfama no. Ye money ska bebre. Ono afa young guys potentials. No making them into stars because of the style of play. And a Liverpool shame mo identify papa and said Debbie. State na wom say and papa we ne betimi aboy. And no more approach Jurgen Klopp. And no more than buy. At the start it was a bit difficult because na Liverpool sika sem no from just obobo kakra ma ne mafa. Obaye no kakranka average players potentials or put them together no shall see so nya results. And as ka shall see say Liverpool team nim. That was when I feel na mpanifo team yi sika kese ma no kofa Alisson. Ye yi kese ma no kofa Van Dijk. Any other players and so they ba. So if you want to appoint a coach, you don't just go to the market and then pick a coach say, oh, you pay coach in the semesi yard pa omra. Ebia na semesi na open say oyard no kurem pa de oyard pa o. But ono no ye no oyard no, just ebia o man afe baako, just ebia o man mfie mienu. Ansa na watimi ayade. Eti say yantena se. Na ya nhwe sa niema we nyina ya be come market say ye kwakwa kope coach the number yes have Renal be available Ragragi be available we be available ye be fa no the number ontimi ma me perform enye so ye bad coach debi but time na ohia ansa na watimi a perform no. Black Stars doesn't need a manager as here or be prepare team for African Cup of Nations 2027 for ABA 2029 2030 World Cup debi. And yes, our coach ni be na ye coach of a team na animu ya. Or the results be the team no because ye call World Cup and nunti ya pamu ye coach say say ye nim say ye do World Cup na say coach ni ntimi mo no homode World Cup na say emfa ma yen eti ni say ye call for obi ono to be call World Cup no ntimi mo no homode there be. So we need to get a coach within the shortest possible time or be putting up a very good team. Nebe wiase na sa team ni betimi akwa World Cup na akwa bon homodin. Should we appoint a coach on who be here 2 years, obe here 3 years, obe here 4 years? Then the sacking of the coach in faso bi amaso. Coach nangasa and get World Cup Robert na dem no wasere yen. That said you feel so your fine boy. Now exeja no hia na boy on nam ne ho nyefe. O ko fia o kwa kwahye dem no wasere no. So ja wo nyina chi nti we no kokofai. It is a baby fabi. No, so be call World Cup. No, be ya be yet so to ado de na bia. O to betena dem asere yen.
Onsere ye penisa.
Hey,
edwuma ojetu ono na nipa kro na ebetu aso. Ye penisa.
That is why we have to take the right decision. Yes. It's among the names here the board ikoku. Na omo won chen e bi ntimi ba nye ya na.
Sesen.
A omo din ni we mu no.
Obetimi abo.
So na no ye tie zo ma rescue din. Answer be possible omo fa no mre.
What is so Ghana ni obi say yenkohwe Amorim. Meti unti say obi kanza. Some bobo din obi say adan na yenhwe Amorim. Anane de unti ase.
Ono de so abrofu mu to ado no.
He. What say?
Amorim. Oya abrofu mu to ado.
Abrofo no omu otuado.
Ani Amorim.
Ani Amorim. Nti the white otuado.
Tinka ye na na to aheda.
Biggie Jaide. Amorim na oye ne sa ne de. Amorim oye bibi was Sporting Lisbon no.
And was also be ye bibi o Manchester. And Manchester na the last job in na me de jage no.
Edio. Nti say o susu said den.
Koku ye benya nzo Maresca de ayen kofa no. Within the shortest possible time. Team Obeshisha with Chelsea in the first season. More than more boy in the trophy to J and there. You been na
almost suggest someone way inside the phone na your mom nye djuma no swear.
Inside saying Black Stars technical team. Koku technical team me new be a new. Debbie me new be a new.
Ya so den Ghana for pinyifo ni bia so den dodo.
Because the technical team we na so to ado na ye header. Koku me new be a new technical team ni mo.
Ye nkofo yi bia.
Unti comment me ameti ase Bazende e goalkeeper. Abro na na ye number 1 na wutu na na echi. Debbie you can't convince me. Koku no kure na America no. So say Bazende a good goalkeeper. E man me Manchester number 1. Bazende is so to Manchester United. You na na ye number 1 or ye second choice.
Nti no kwakra ne say.
Ne kwakra ne say technical team.
Etre no kra nye.
Head na nkasa krampo mo no homoden. Na manya gidie so mo mudi na chide yemfa adwuma ne mabako.
Matias.
Mi mini sa gidie no.
Hey. Ya ne ye pay ade. Hugo Bruce beto ho ye tete ho sa ya mpanyimfo yi. What? Come here. When we Kev. Nti Jesse Yakoba.
Yeah, and so for the appointment there, short term near penny will my instant impact no results there. Yankasa Yentina Sene near making the right choice. Yeah, making the right choice near Sakoye mistake no mokoye na bia ye send him gwase ya na beba so kwaku decision no baby edru no decision na mpanyimfo be taking very important at this stage. Say decision no poor. Yes, some mistake near ye biem. Say a day adwuma ne mo to ado a. Ye benya the same kind of results. Yenya see.
Sasi susu bi o ma me pa here ye pa.
I say the decision na mpanyimfo take yi say omode appoint to ado no. Say na ija no kwan no. Say some mpanyimfo na say the same mistake na omode appoint to ado a. No me yes as same mistake no mo kofa obi a ontimi nya adwuma ne mba results aye hu no. And who you pokra we cry the beba no ebe send the etwem no.
Well, yenya coach as ya pamna almost 90% of the people as one prince one
99
99 me fan say 90% of Ghanaians support decision no.
Yeah.
Me nyanti obi a honestly kwame wati obi a
baby obi a support
Ghana for na support decision.
For Mike nkosi otu anim e bia no kra baji atum. Possible so
na so no agitu mu.
Ono nze niam nko we de.
Oto ado ankasa gitu mu.
Ogitu mu sesen.
Na nka wo se pam no. Ono agitu mu and make sure the reason.
Momre na mometo so na ye nto so.
After any Australia game no. Ana Utado e ka che Ghana Football Association in penny for say. Opeso no mo meeting by some meeting number so. Because after any Australia Austria game no. After Austria game no, Anam Pennyfo decided say afidie. Ami omo pamu Utado. So any Austria bo wi na Utado a request meeting number so.
Some meeting na de wote na otu pedian na na de na opa free no ne pay for no pese.
Okochichim nyoma.
The reason tia. Okay.
So
but mo nhia no.
Debi. Ye bo Ghana match ni wie ye no. A meeting ne course no.
Ghana match ben.
Germany de ne.
Germany no okay.
Ana mo de tu nanim say. Baby edru no. Ghana for intimi ne nto aso. Utado e ka chom say eye omonwanwa. Eye ne nwanwa se ye pam no. No Utado no. No nim say we intimi an qualify Ghana and African Cup of Nations tank e be pam no.
Kwame Sansisi wo hobiem omo ka kire no Sansisi wo hobiem oka wo se oka sen
o se ye ne nwanwa no we shocked ana omo ma ya we se no no kronim se
dabi o ye shock se
ye pam no sese
anti sesi ade de onjentum
good
okay
ye ne nwanwa
okay sesi de onjentum
ye ne nwanwa by baby a na o expect sanka Ghana ebe pam no ye ne young qualify for African Cup of Nations enye me na me kan
that's all the ever qualify for World Cup.
Ana make sure say unse obusa say Ghana for dodo nyina no support Otuado sack no. Ana kwaku ka say Otuado mpokura no obusa no obefo aso se yempam no. Ana me so me ma say no kura no ofo aso se yempam no. At the time because no nim say yebo African Cup of Nations I am qualify no. Na nke be pam no enya me na mebue ma no aka. Esco member ana ene waka. Say no mo ni ye meeting Otuado mpokura no so nim say young qualify for African Cup of Nations na kebe pamono. Enti ene won say this time ya pamono. By ken. Ewiase e wo no. Eye atam bia no ya na ye pa bibia easy way. Ghana for dodo na no. Otuado ya pamo na Ghana for dodo na afo so no. It's because Ghana for so ehwebo. Omunim de. Enti se bibi nkoyi Ombeka. The first person that was in Kofa was here blame on first and you to adu. Ghana hasi. Asemba. Eya na yesrosi ebeka nintino. Near de tete danyechi. Oma was here di kan blame on first. Eya omo take decision. When was here appointing them ebefa blasters. Omo na ye first people was here blame on when you to adu na was here blame on the first. Otuado ebe fa blasters e de ekọ World Cup ojai to opportunity aba eye mpanyimfo ne kọ Germany sa ne kọ kasa yo sa bai enye Otuado ne ka sa chenjina mo nsan fa blasters mame oma na omo appoint Otuado no omo nim so Otuado ontimi mfa Ghana nko ba bia na omo nim Ghana Football Association mpanyimfo mo appoint coaches no omo nim say the right person for blasters job na enye Otuado no munim pa musibu pe coach ana mpanyimfo ankasa matena se na me design mo criteria mpese mo de fa coach ana mo de points ahodo ba ko nko 5 ebeto ho saa nyoma ba ko 5 no Otuado on qualify wu Ghana for kanye ye ti hase obi aka bi se da bi se criteria we na mo tene do appoint coach a Otuado on fit in anom so okay ye nti obia ye ne ye football people ye kasa obi anka bi ye nko na Ghana ha se ye ti football na se ye nko na yedim football no anom appoint Otuado enye hwe Ghana for do mo blasters enti se makofo Otuado asa babiem majority of Ghanaians say on qualifier makofa na ba ye beta atiri ane ye bo African Cup of Nations qualifiers nyamia ya adom yakwa akonya group a Angola wom Niger wom ana Sudan wom enti se wo take countries a no mo sa group ni ma na nka o kata wani a de wo sa nko qualify ombre kra ye Ghana ana Otuado ebebo 6 games e wo African Cup of Nations qualifiers yen wini baako ye we e wo ye group ni ye we poto yen wini one match ade baako ye ni wo kese pa okroma se ye se si ye ni Niger ebebo ni yetimi a go na coach dimrika e ko celebrate ana ye we ye sa period no ana nka wo se mpanyimfo no mu control affairs omu control e football no sa time na nka wo so mu je Otuado kwan minim cross o ye pure football nation aye bob major tournament on the continent went me qualify na omu se so coach ni so sa period na nka wo se Ghana for ye fire Otuado ana mpanyimfo no mu se omu nti obia omu na se football mu nko na nim no se da bi coach now your head now went to me for young qualify for African Cup of Nations no yem pamono by an assistant for now omo de omo no omo ye second in command no yenyu omo free ho na yen san kofa eye coaches so from beka Otuado ho because omo bebu Otuado na ntian campaign for no omo nim so Otuado betima ye adwuma na nkomo san kofa nipa bebre nsa meka ne ho ana omo da assistant for ne kwan ana omo sa kofa nkofo for beka ono ana qualify dia ko World Cup wa ya ade ye bona baso. Say you have friendly games. You lose against Korea, Japan. Yes, sir, boy, you lose against Austria. You lose against Germany. Me pacho me busa da ben na afi the Ghana Football Association in mpanyimfo hu se utado nyade.
Results no wanya nye.
Na results no chance results no nya na SSC.
So ko World Cup nti. We qualified 2 times or the World Cup mean.
Kensa o kan no kra. No kra ni say yentimi an qualify for African Cup of Nations and ko se eja no kwan.
Sa time no.
Na mpanyimfo ni nim. Enti se ye pe obi ablemu na the first people was ye blame me Ghana Football Association mpanyimfo. Enye kinebe na enye na appoint coach. Enye kwekwe dis na appoint coach. Enye big na appoint coach. Me appoint coach. Enye mpanyimfo na appoint coach. Otu o se kinebe. What to car? Ona wo hwe car ne so. Car na wo hwe so no. O pesa odi ko Accra ni Kumasi de ba. Ente wo se wo po obi a driver unim se obetimi ahando car ni yi. Na wo kofo obi a onim car ni twie kura na wa appoint no otimi de ba akokọ na o de ba. Oji say okay, eye normal. Se bibisi a wa wo fa sa nipa no ona wo se etimi hold one responsible first enye driver no. Because one due diligence. If Ghana Football Association mpanyifo ese ankomo dwen Ghana for do na ho a anko tadu ankeni se oduru baby a waduru no.
Bakwa mo yesa so wanye fair to Otuado. Otuado yenim se ne standard se obetimi World Cup de media menjini ni. But say obi so qualify for World Cup e ma yenye ne say ase is a waste is somebody because your World Cup ni yakwa 5 yakwa saying yakwa how many World Cups since your national team
yakwa 2006
yakwa we count 5
2014 yakwa 2022 we count 5 since Ghana ba any na but what you mean 2 ne standard your World Cup na yakwa boni you say ontimi but yakwa is say discredit no do obi an discredit
say oye waste bi as ball no need oye
obi an discredit Otuado or qualify Ghana ni Nigeria ye qualify na no ni ya Nigeria but qualify ya mbo na baso Ghana for mbo na baso or qualify Ghana de call World Cup ayeku ya ye mbo na baso the fact say wa qualify ni say on na was opposite team no because on do blasters sa wo de no crack cast na wo so obi oba handle senior national team na nyi Otuado so the first Otuado qualify for World Cup ni say on na the right man
say why never and say what say Ghana for the
oba no
why na so mo kofa no
there was so mo kofa no
because ma chiti dini bebre mete sana mo ka walid won
yeah
and heavy rainer heavy rainer and walid gina wo sisi a say walid no was heavy rainer wana walid no was heavy rainer and what the rainer heavy rainer gina wona walid ni a most countries most clubs ever fa walid a giant heavy rainer
so many age Afcon ni bi na we so World Cup no
and walid no e be tense e benya because Frank clubs ni be crap no and Saudi Arabia for no crap so mo pa
Saudi for no person mo
agents e options na kitwa bi
back in your options na kitwa bi no opportunity na ba beto ho no a fine opportunity for Ghana Football Association say on be make nyoma na omo ye no wrong and right
that's all for the best
and what's omo for the best asem na no say nem penyim
the best are buy well in so betimetria
on na say buy ni say so me omo ye well so
ntia ne dey very very important and just say wo kofa coach a government decision says ka we ni betimetria na wa pe coach dinaba dem try no what say enti now government aye na adwen so betimi aboa say short term and say long term ni nyina begina coach na ebenya no and the obi demand and demands
good
obi so obi on the level Otuado say no so just say 50,000
yeah 50
or 50 years or the 20 can obenya coach kama pa na
obenya bi bebe
ana me boa
obenya bi sesi am no
what the 20 ka 50 170 unya coach kama pa
obenya bi
50 kura ka won
what the 50 can okra obenya top one pa
kini sesi be bi aye won Ghana big ni kwaku Ghana coach nye problem sesi Ghana to sesi no oni coaches do am every impanyifo some person be fa dwumadi no Ghana coach nye problem ye kwahwehwe coach the problem by problem here say you benya the right person na because Ghana as a football country we qualify for World Cup adwuma ba beto you say coaches mpe coaches be press on be have Ghana national team adwuma by say it's up to mpanyimfo say on benya the right person say yenya right person yes akonya Otuado mo level ne saa nyoma na bia de ebenya resource na ebenya de ba benya the same old story ye ba betena se asa ka kasasa
ya ba sa de Otuado besre pa.
That's the reason why make us say bibia be ye ya omo appoint coaches na wo se ye ni bro mo so because they say na akwanya beto se ye nsa appoint coach no big new authority big new power so ba appoint coach kine be no ntimi appoint Ghana untimi appoint coach mfa maye kwaku ntimi appoint coach me ntimi appoint coach why me na betima appoint coach ade ma Ghana sesi e omo soro ho no ma fail Ghana over and over again. Her period nancy her coach is aba bia no maye enti se opportunity na beto na mo se afedie yenkopo obi mfa ne mbra mo se asem mo ka che Otuado enura ese ne style of play ni yi no ene Ghana for de no embo abra asem no mo kan yo how Otuado operate ne ball no obo no ene Ghana identity ne embo abra by these same people at the time omo epe coach no criteria no mo di same no mo se omo pe coach a ne ball ni te se Ghana ye DNA enti munya asadi mu yes a mistake we nyina a point Otuado mistake na nya ba wi manya apam no emfa ho ne time aka emfa ho ni days aka yemfa ni nyina nto nche opportunity aba see impanyimfo no it's up to them to appoint the right person. That's the most important thing. So meant to me appoint the right person again. Walk up near Kondi Equade numbers.
Come a right person it is go.
Say then I'm okay.
Say it is cat.
Say then I'm okay.
Say what coaches will be on the boss, say what 10,000 coach crowd.
I mean so then I'm okay.
And say ministry no and so my Ghana phones car you be a say we ceiling no ebia yebetimi afa 100,000 there yebetimi afa 80,000 70,000 and obetimi nya say Djokovic bi no mba ha no so mo kra so na omo wo fam omo so omo de Ghana na be pagya obetimi nya obi so no onidin na bia tactically so you good
at the kunti a me hit on the right person you say ubetimi nya scan nyina ba wontimi appoint o ahwe a wontimi nya papa
eti obetimi akofa heavy Renard na ba say heavy Renard ba na o failure one appoint aye good coach ana
enu ntimi sese am
ana de me che what say what for heavy Renard odinaba oba e oba be feel kura che Otuado de na me bi say eno no obetumi aka say one for good coach
untimi nkasa wa for good coach ba ye problem ya si yemfa
okay nti yemfa obi oso
yemfa de oye no ene oba na obe feel mpo kura na unim say ofa de ye no the fact say unim say u take usura undi o say ye discard ma o say ye betima ma impanyifo no mu take decision say mu mpe coach a de obeji bia ebetua. But when to me appointed the right person now, it's kind of between the cool list.
Say the Omar ready some between.
And it's Omar ready some between the no for the right person now. And the man you bet my best son your bet my resource.
Kwame say the woman and say permanent and interim. You one issue, a plan A, plan B. Ning now more drain the building now. Mimi decision is say young kofa coach. You need to sign a contract 1 year, 2 years. I feel like emergency na Abba. Yemfa emergency coach within the next 4 months for the World Cup, because within World Cup, MS5, I know your system coach. Which me even said only time, no any time. Yakra almost 71, 72 days. No any time. And no African champion or Siako World Cup on be. Walidi ya kana masim so time omode jumana mano. Enti aden anima ni moye yen show bi obetima boy e World Cup sa period we na ye a yen yenim na ye pese yen fa coach we coach bi obefa no say 2 years 3 years e so de ma no
and they say for now no tournament na ye ko yen kope that means say was ye pe coach a
e say nya tournament no coach na yen sa
asa was unya coach a enim ya no ba ya no obetima ma sa results na ope no.
Well,
until what's in your results. Initially, send a submission. My example say Ghana ya kwa chichim bisa Emma Avram Grant. Some few months, ebe some year kwa final. And to see a probio bit mama your results and no was ye the epe.
Say what do when you show my coach Ben will be assist here. Yemfa young corner swing and copeno. Na yenjai coaches na kakra ye try or more de be a national team de kofo.
Oh say kin yankopenum no kwen coaches on me available say Walid ni ebenya na was here kofano.
Only say Walid.
Answer Walid wo was here kofano.
And when beam.
Say we so have Renard so
have Renard. And when beam.
Oh so far na there two coaches we na so far.
Papa bi no was South Africa no party or no sa papa na otimi players ni na kontokwa. Otimi ja players bi ofie na play na to agya omo. E wo man wa from say omumra. Eze Hugo Bruce no kono pa na. Say the Suban City ya no beboa.
Walid
me go da bi o critique.
Walid no so beboa.
Walid is South Africa top coach.
Walid beboa.
Edison Bray na Kwame aka Walid ne Harvey Renard na coaches ni bi but many baby obefa na room kakra na big mra na ye ni din komo kakra.
Ken Maminchia Awoshi. Senior man na odun kwa no friend baby obi am chia ni pa na me call for more h0t so
Kobe Cash.
Maminchia omo ye pa nyame adoma Wednesday
yeah. Next week.
Yeah. Wednesday
ochina your Wednesday
na for me so
omo bie no ochina
Ken ene Ghana for vese meni mudi nkomo kakra nkomo yi eye de Ghana for pe ene de omo take decision no so epe emu de hi ena yete ha yedi eye de Ghana for pe na ana say eye omo a omo take decision de omo pe mama ka asem chiro
me kwa mre se ten agene amorim na o ten agene amorim
Ken de tie ne se
oh one jeme so
meba ho meba na ma kire the kind of coach we should choose.
Okay.
Na nkomo way minim how coaches you dealing with them. Let me take you back. Abraye pamu CK akono. Na ye pe coach. Then yeah, coaches na me kaipa those days. I was hell bent on Monkofa Javier Renard. Then you wanna give me phone penny for nibi. Oh, Javier Renard didn't mean to yaneka nobody. Then I remember me invest those things 2021. Me go investigation. I'm saying nah, Ken. Javier Renard, no. Then he was taking 100,000 euros a year.
That time they say 100,000.
100,000 in 2021. But Okwache France for management no tio 100,000.
So ko some man.
Okwache 30,000. No, person say it is about negotiating.
Oh, so no some man. My football is going to be coaches can be
tio. He had other options. They were willing to pay him much. And he decided say obey 30,000. And I make a chance again. Hey, about negotiations. Sawupa, now you're willing to get the coach you get. When him say you can't say anything to Harry Renard, give me that statement. Because say one day I know Papa or Wana. We cramp the way Ghana soccer it. Ghana cannot pay ministry for no. Ghana cannot afford 100,000. It's okay.
100,000 ever be you see it to me.
Now you know okay, you mean no problem.
That be said you see it to me.
Maybe. Because those days, some case someone to me okay, no problem. It's their decision. After that, we can someone to me 100,000 and check. And they are pointing Milovan Rajovac so be Jubanin.
Miloman saying.
Any man 100,000 are signing on fee.
And I keep it to me 1 month.
Omuya no man 30,000 a month.
Also, a smart to 100,000 signing on fee.
100,000 signing on fee.
But 30,000 a month.
30,000 a month.
Okay.
And Ojeshen Honokobo. I've gone about be good when you must and Okoye. And they be a catch or say, O party for dia, O Beboka at the 40.
30,000 is
what's say
30,000 could from
on say at the 40. Because I told you, say it is about negotiating. Satam na have Renard or Pegane Jumano.
That is since say $1 million assembly you can
relax.
Contra a tournament ya yeko a millions. To me when you say which thousands are na nipa no wo ebetimi am okunya millions are. Say risky.
That is why I'm me keka ba ho aka kire wo say me no ka say in the next 24 hours ombe pam Harvey Renard. You be available.
The meeting is okay.
Oh, ombe pam no. Okokra na. Ombe pam no. Omne say be ombo wi ombe pam no. Harvey Renard is available.
Also Ghana.
Oh, akwano wa pep Ghana fiti o. Oko man no kra ko coach France for man no pe Ghana. He's available. It is about negotiate if only. In terms if only because as I'm paying for no pe no. Omo ko be said the ntia omo pe Harvey Renard no. Because he's available. Now. Auto woman is 50,000. 50,000 now the ma otoado no. Afini mu nyina 600,000. And now the be ma no. Sa 50,000 no. Ken 600,000 so be beje Ghana djuma sisi anoka sa afini mu nyina 1 million na watobo. Because let me do the calculations for you. Say you be call World Cup ya je be 10.5 million e dey ato ye ho. Appearance plus part preparation sikani nyina ke kambo ma be 10.5 million euros ya je dey ato ye ho. Say you qualify from the groups to the next stage, round of 32 now. You bring extra $3 million.
$3 million. I'll bet you just sort of coach no cry.
How? So say who qualify from the group to the next stage? Who per coach papa? And ya at the 4 day, and ya the 4 who per better coacher. The next stage alone will give you $3 million.
So what me qualify next stage?
Exactly.
You bring your $3 million account. Not just say okra umoka. Ube you see the same tournament.
Exactly.
Ede asie tuanika.
Aha.
Okay.
And we say make us abai no omo for pen paper anto niema na ye di ho.
Osan do round of 16 na.
I also sika na besan so akomo. The more wa okọ nanim no na sika no komo. Inti sika no a coach oba be fa no one time abai sika you will use the tournament's money to pay. That is why you can opa di 4 dia. Oba fa di 4 dia akwa aba na akoboka fa papa na kwaji sika na fatua nika because
so be say woka papa asem ye players yi so eto be na ye ni omo so mo ye ready omo ye serious ani brewum so omo so betimi abebo ama because coach ne bakura ni nyina depend on the players
enu nti na ye se fa papa no coach papa bi e ba na obi di nsemu no a obepam no afiti mi no mo ama do ye serious abebo sa players in common discipline ni nyina etuo betwa with a good coach with proper discipline or the better work catch as a cratche. Because coach how be fan on me pam chow mumamu renfi crosses ni very important a performance related clauses into coach in him say Ghana qualify for the next stage or no kasa as a coach obenye sika ne more udi se mu no be pamo because he need a coach bibi be enticing is onye djuma because per my experience as a sports journalist I've realized to say time will be an ebeka so yanko for experience coach bia mani yakofo bia in the way they say, oh, I experience with coach A, B, C, D. But those kind of coaches, your coach, what the brave into woman $50,000 scrub edge. No about it's not Ghana and fan home. A Jumano and then some the Hannah Swako Pamono because one of the pension fee no.
Report free Saudi Arabia, but just have you now. You saw the players and I meeting there or confirm with your mom. Send the game the Banabria and pay a numeric game the Banabria on the Serbia Buria.
Miss Oya available.
Catch players and say
Ministry way, Monkona Munkofa Papanamra.
Available.
Mujaima Jeff for no Munkofa
last game.
It's here, Mammy Castle, na Mubo Amorim ni 1-1 wind game.
A bit more crime, I'm warning.
Said
Amorim the Tingak. Big Rafa, a more for 1 year, me pa. Some am coca say Ghana from Kofa, Morini Tingak. Be a coach Manchester, Obia. Now, ya didn't buy a bonity on Grano and ya, baby, Amorim could do in Kobako.
Oh, yeah, my man. Oh, but on say, okay, but in terms of money we can pay. My example, one example. Mariska. I'm just giving one example. Mariska no Chelsea 4 million. 4 million, no. Me and say, Busumi bia 330,000 pounds a week. I'm just saying some radio. Say, or your short timer. Say, say you are paying the same amount of money he was taking at Chelsea. Now, or your short term for 4 months. 4 months in about 1.3 million.
Offer Enzo Maresca.
Exactly.
For short term.
For short
4
term,
months.
for 4 months, 1.3 million. 1.3 million, you know. Ubenya times 4. Walk up anymore. Now,
so to me qualify one.
I the way you move one.
Edianika. Yes. Not just see investing.
I'm telling you, it is about investment. Oh, papa,
because our Chelsea coach and the team quite no yadio.
Oh,
honestly, you're the bar because I no short tournament cap you know me and Sabino. What in the what we could do run of system.
Say Sebi Eritrea ampo or qualify ko World Cup coach bia pese or ko tasty World Cup keke na mpo Ghana na nkase mpo Ghana a qualify ko World Cup adwuma ne da ho no enticing to majority of the coaches in Europe say bebo World Cup with Ghana inti oka so mebo obeka cho say Ghana no akohwe Ghana list no owo kudus o semenyo in the Ghana for quality Iñaki. Oh, Ghana for quality Thomas Typate quality.
Oh, Benjamin Sarri. Benjamin.
And I know sounds wise. Okay, there's a possibility that I will get Callum Hudson-Odoi. There's a possibility that if I can be able to have a good conversation, just a champion. I mean, Ketia pool no hole. The job is enticing to coaches. And my young boy and any coach is fa enya fe enu na obo coach bi dia na quite say coach no so chain Ghana in any way yakofa Avram Grant or the Chelsea ball finals eba kroma iti ya na yakofa coach say nketinketi ya obo coaches ni bi dia quite say hey that ebeden yenya no I've given you the numbers say if it is the same amount of money we are going by what Maresca takes at Chelsea 4 months he takes for 1.3. Don't say these things. What you do is that you do it by performance basis.
And oba also between the natural.
Exactly, performance clauses.
Okay, si kana na Chelsea the man no. You bet me the amount. Baby, this say you do stage say ya. Then you bet me pay or because who discover ba. Nti you bet me try.
Tina me say si kanwa say open short term at the next 4 months. Whatever money a buying be invest biano, si kana it is not going waste. Ube sanso enye sika no e wo World Cup ni mu a okay mami bisa wasam keni mpacho sika sen na mo de supporters na ekwa US
and so wompa so na no man panyin be ka say the 200 kwa is $2 million
and
for 200
and yeah papa Ibrahim Mahama
am I 5 million
am I 5 million
tinka yemfa ne sika ne bi nkofa coach
me bacho minkasa
wakasa sika no why
no I'm saying say why is it that it is normal when we say we are taking $5 million to take supporters to the World Cup? Nemum, it's too huge to pay a coach 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 million dollars. Coach now do kobo tournaments obema wacha wo no. What's it with 1.5 e dia manual.
We mo do mo.
We mo to yes come supporters are 5 million for the supporters are F. Why?
Because Adeba Kwema de way you based on supporters in the no. Especially our Brazil say. You did 7 days so. When is about Saturday, your father say Ghana bebo Friday. Your first game your Friday. The next game obebo Tuesday. And your second game.
Okay.
Yeah, so by Tuesday no about 2 matches. What cheaper by Sunday?
1 week.
Now abefi.
And I would say befi.
Now World Cup obefi.
But on the way in the matches,
see, baby, you know. So one qualify with these days, you know, with the Achapa.
On the way groups in the bed also, and be a bit me take you by 10, 11 days.
Over 11, 12 days. Now where we group stages now, Buffy.
Until I may say, the other walk, our Bema watch our tournaments in 1, or Bema will seek our tournaments in 2. And no, Adena, your bosses, Hani Pacrono, Moon Pessy Camano. Na onfa unko no nche wo tournament ni mu a na ya ha ye ni say sika de mu odu ye ntimi ntua na emom wo times 4 times 5 times 6 and the supporters akọ and the supporters na ye ekọ no
individual sika
na say ya ye ekọ no ye pese ye koka ho na ye che na ye ni gi wo tournament ni mu why na be ye saa so I'm saying that appointment of the right coach is important. I'm giving you 2 examples, whichever way you want to go.
Once a country be on a standard, once I'm a Brazil bonuses. I started from quarter final.
I say
who do group stages in a round of 16 year Brazil home final.
See football no say baby edu no eyesika. Ha no pepe no adorso. What I say coach say call World Cup Africa list which I can entua hu.
Yesika no sha.
Yam petua. And so yesika no ye dey other irrelevant things for sports nanka sanka samu. Tio by ending no 2 options na major dia to. Yeah, per long term we can get the long term today. Javier Renard is available.
Yeah, long term Javier Renard.
If you want to go short term no so yeah. The Marescas then co 4 months. They'll come and take him and say quarter 1.5 million
you
for
go
4 months.
Yeah, come on, Motifi.
Mr. You go to the Mr. Need him one. Kaku describe a pan in so do her. Aquarium they be Mr. Need him one. Shadow be uncle for phone and friend. Yes, our agent best start here for free. Some say Obisi Zavi.
Yeah, Xavi Hernandez is available. Xavi, the Oka son for Ghana and Cobo World Cup and any beja.
On the
national no Morocco. Morocco for them.
Xavi the wire radio on the friend now. Mon friend Alonso so now on the
Xabi Alonso Derby. Madrid for the Kenya Gun Nimasi. One real
Mr. Momu invest better Moka.
Others na maya about the SCA no Kenzo Maresca. Say even over 4 months. Then Sikana na Chelsea de mana you only say doors will be breno. It's just 1.3 million. Ntisa 1.3 million ubetim di amano. So Jim they will qualify for every group stages in the you get an extra 3 million. I no mu 1.3 na obe yaye den. E di amano sando ko wani bi ma ye buy bonus amount. Maybe no so but Cheba for Clifford or say or support a short term on per long term. Enti me pacho Ghanaians Ghana for minim diana mo pe because situation no born no so mo hwe bi mu na munim born. Yem for be here for 3-4 months. Ana yem for be for 2 years, 3 years maybe. And say ayade ba ko me for short term. Media me for short term. Obi a ye need sign 4 months. Owi a na ye nya time abeden. Owi na one ye ne beto so ne modem so ne ye ne beto so. Ana say ye hwe na ye beka kofo obi aba. Na yakofo obi aba ebi mu so per long term hadwe na maka wan samacho say wonya confirm dia che ni players no e Saudi Arabia so we game ni na on to eye asubim woni yenua ayim Messi no Derek US o say Ronani aye Mokwena former Sundowns coach no woni meniema na nkofo mu no ayim we dia kroma dia kofa we payva Payin krono wa this okobo ma esesa na nya sadia o medi watama akopenta ma obedu krom obedu US o eno Rulani Mukwena former Sundowns coach no on so African football pa oni sa manager no na odi nkufeka enzo Maresca na you okay your friend is so biggie
can first of all Otuado mfa let bia ma bonten be da Ghana for ase
sesen
se ya boa na mani CV mo efe
o se so ye danase
debi ye onya hwe ma ye ne ayi Otuado nya hwe ma Ghana
be ya na yesa
2 World Cups na Otuado a qualify no me metime the Black Stars team na qualify Otuado nya hwe ma Ghana
be ye twesa ma me
kenadi ntia
onye coach twesa yansa
men twesa
o le twesa yansa
okay,
but that's it was it.
But Otuado as a coach in Yeshima Ghana.
Okay.
The India make us ask them say Ghana saw Otuado as a Ghanaian. Our year Juma, Abi actually be obet me about a good coach, obet me about a top coach. It's the for Black Stars a Juma and Mano. No year Juma family. Otuado qualified Ghana to the World Cup. Or qualified we in the World Cup now 2022. And Otuado judge man to and no koye. Yes, I coach ya wako fu Otuado de naba. Otuado buy no. Adia ba kwa na yet say Ghana for best right. Me jitu me say before Otuado arrival. Na ya African Cup of Nations qualifier, I am qualifier. Yes, I no credit. But even during that time, I am qualified for African Cup of Nations in 2014. At least at the qualifying stages, Ghana winning match. And the Otuado was 6 solid matches. World Cup qualifying, African Cup of Nations qualifying round. Ghana and qualify a single match. Impo. Yam winning just a single match. Impo under Utuado. Yet they kept faith in him. Utuado are qualified Black Stars to the World Cup. But if you're looking at Utuado, baby, I know Utuado as a coach, I am interested in the Jumadi Nation and Sasa Onyen Farmer Black Stars. At this moment, Ghana now Utuado receive my fair to qualify a team 2 times to the World Cup. We did him that favor by giving him the Black Stars Abra only track record. And until America say in the first place, I'm found say Apamu to other Samri. Get us all the crata about Tiaba Dagana for us because the Ayaman Nesso.
You're pushing on.
Yes. Yamfano Nento. Otuado was a manager. Say a Pamon in now. Otuado overstay the World Cup or Black Stars in him. Ayadiana gets a see da. But for whatever reasons, Omo decided to make it perfect in Otuado.
Kwame Sauce or can say no himself be pan after half come.
Ne was saying see da. But for whatever reasons, best known to Mpenifono. And Omo decided to make it pure Otuado. And Yababa be do this stage. Stage na Yababa be do no Otuado ko. No matter what we say or do, he's no more. Now, the most important thing ye nimu aye kono. Na nimu na aye kono problem ame wo. With the Football Association. In appointing coaches, we don't just appoint coaches. It's a mayan sanya mistakes of the past. Nayan san kon go for to ado session from the Black Stars. Debbie. MYN. And I am a desawoka say kobasa. O to ado best Ghana. Because o to ado to them. Now we share World Cup. Na performance na Black Stars e dan e ya best manner. O bet na dem asere. Say ti mo pam ni nyina we na mo kokofa bai. Dia mo ba be yenie. O to ado bet na dem no wasere Ghana for. And the appointing authorities should make sure that they are not going to appoint any other Otuado for the Black Stars. Because omo appointing coaches in my how many coaches they appoint Black Stars and what has been the results? It looks like a coach be a farmer Black Stars be a man home or Black Stars. No. But can we a leader? Now almost every decision you are taking for Nipa Domina would your money. I had the wrong decision because Nipa na will find a trouble made Juman for mom and own to be Jumana. Why near this or born bono? It is the appointed authorities. And it's in a American Football Association Nasemono. Baby Ayaba Bedruno, Obi Obeka say yanko for a short-term coach be a metanachi 100%. Say see I am build the Black Stars team in Fankobo World Cup 2030. Debbie say you no near Shanka, you better come to Atwaso. Yamba build the Black Stars team in Fankobo the next African Cup of Nations. Debbie say you no near Panka, you better come to Atwaso. Yeah, Baba build the Black Stars, and you are about the next World Cup, which is the immediate tournament. Ghana Wobo. And none of that you says here. And none of you feel so to other quaint to me, why? And none to the edge to other quine. It is a World Cup. Now you say a quack of 4 to other Sasso the Nako World Cup now. Now for one is to be as a Pamu to other. It's a decision I be taking. Should be a decision that the next manager for the Black Stars should be one or what track record of good performance, or what track record of assembling players and getting results within the shortest possible time, or what track record at major tournaments, or quite performing.
What do you form a why no?
Can many Kokuya 100%? Yanko Fenzo Maresca.
Enzo Mariska.
Yes.
We so be the first coaching job as national team manager.
And Gideon go when we say the first coaching job at top level at Chelsea. The first season when we won match.
Our club football.
Yes.
National team football someday okay.
Mejitum sir. But the 1 year I want the first coaching job at club level being the head. Our top flight league mono. A Jumana or ye until me boni ding. The first season was Chelsea. Juma qualifying Chelsea for Champions League, winning the Conference League, winning the Club World Cup. Instant instant impact. And no na Black Stars here says here. And no till America says here Black Stars no. Yamba build team in World Cup 2030. Debbie. Say 2030 World Cup. Okay, Jamo to ado tena. We need a coach who to assemble your players here who are and you about the best of football. No money we are results. And the money we are 2026 World Cup.
Big number of Facebook where share Ghana for and some break, but one comment to be able to see Amadria Basso. I said Gareth Southgate, Yadria Manuswana.
England coach, former England coach.
Yes. What then about Enzo Maresca now more Gareth Southgate? Because of the England are called or the Marco World Cup semi-final, or the Marco saying Euros on the finals and they say, yeah, Wako one and Wako two, Wako one. No, so no, so about national team now, but that's also on setting this I respect now.
Mianka Saminchad Hunasa.
Gareth Southgate, one England, or Ghana, Hunasa.
Yeah, mentioned
Ubia would England national team away.
There may be permanent Jehonuma Bonidino.
But so experience for national team job on him chain, Enzo Maresca.
Of course, national team.
Or no suit if you're on your way.
Enzo Maresca so visit ya onyashe. Timi mi favorite de me Enzo Maresca.
Mate.
Yenko, ni yenko nko fo no. Na sika obehia na yemfama no na ma ye adwuma na mfama Black Stars in the short term. Mane nkonko yese ye kwa kope obi na obaba be build the team. Se sia ba bia yegina na yem build the team mfanya hwe. The biggest problem for the Black Stars now, you coach no. Ken, am I now more born more born him to see our Africa ha anywhere no. O dey mean for Africa company example. Most of them don't have quality abroad Black Stars at the SO. Moroccan national team no. Ubeyi Bonu. Why you Ashraf Hakimi? To an extent, this Real Madrid player.
Hakimi.
Brahim Diaz. Even Brahim Diaz Crampono, Afcon year born and saying, oh, you know. He wasn't an extraordinary player for the Moroccans.
As Azule Mono, almost way.
Ken, they are normal players. Only extraordinary players. Me and say extraordinary in the Morocco team. Jakani coach in the Juma. Ivorian national team. How many extraordinary players do they have now?
I because you crouch on national team now instead of who be a.
How many extraordinary players be our national team? One of the Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo. Why? Senegal. Ubeyi Kalidou Koulibaly. Ubeyi goalkeeper Mendy. Ubeyi Sadio Mane. Why be him? Normal and average talents. Now coach the Nensano Kahona Ayajuma. So it is not as if say a Black Stars need quality in you. Players now a boy, you know. Some normally could do some Thomas step party when you want for no more. But because you lack a proper coaching. It is a Pamu coach and the body mon quani. Near Sakwa for coach and the body mon swani diaba. And yes, I question control the Sujiran Quantia. None for so be any to see a Pamu to Adamanakoye. So now, Otuado Kono, the most important thing a key for the Black Stars success is the next appointment.
The next coach,
say you cophobia Kadeneba. And the number for so need to see a Pamu to Ado.
Dadana.
And why?
Momo call for Zidane. Was accepted France. No certain job in Toronto friend short term cry. Your ball World Cup and we are or replace the edition. So managers in Baby once again Ghana for Baby so much managers, a lot of managers and Ghana for Baby of 10 Ghanaians me sure say emu 4 ebeko for Maresca emu be 4 ebeko for Walid. What you say? Kwesi apia conversation there and say omunko for the by and say ekobogui and me can not say Ghanaian coach there and possible because of a year yet. Mamma Comre, Nameba, Memra
what you are appointed Desmond.
Desmond of fair. Also a year for the future. And also a sort of funny penny binasi. And he said I could see far. I could see up here far coaches in Binasi, maybe a terminal. Of fair, and I see Yasa coaches here, Yabubo Mudin, no year Juma, Kakra, and Sana be a one day. A Juana Timaba, but was his idea. Young phobia, obetime or yes, top coaches in the BNB. Instant results this year. First game, Panama 3-0. Not just say BBPID. Not second game, Croatia 2-1. Not just say IAD. Some Mabambu and Asiaba.
After say, we told the anybody no, Kwakunibi, a dimba quanam penny for ni be suggested. Omo a day football, no, a bimo bo. ɔfɛ din sɛ ɛwɔ si yɛnyɛ obi a ɔtete nim dada ana bi mu so bɔke Kim Las
ebi obi ɔtete nim dada sɛ ɔmo nyinaa meba wo sɛ ɔmo wonim ɛtɔ da bi ɛnte saa ɛmɛ fa yɛ big example ba me de me fa ne sɛ ɛnka obi ɔwɔ biara no ka ho what I say kyɛ sɛ ahoɔden no wɔ fam ba wɔn sɛ ɛmɛ fa yɛ one example baako bi a ɛtumi twam sɛ assistant ne tumi bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛsesa nneɛma baako mmienu ba normally intense what I say sɛ baabi kora nka bebree bɛkɔ
na nkomo edie
so what I say
hyɛ mo bi eduru ne die yɛhyɛ mo amo
ɛyɛ top coach ɛyɛ big coach baako na yɛma no 4 months pɛ na ɔnkɔyɛ adwuma no mmra
no no yɛ sure sɛ na before the tournament and come the be match fire
ɔmo nyɛ
come from
na
ɛyɛ within
tournament ni mu ntira nti wodi ahwɛ so
and moreover no kra no the Cote d'Ivoire team it was built already no ma build it team na to wadada and the coach in rat tournament team no start say ohwe
no me change
hwɛ baby an Cote d'Ivoire level no wo na fato to Ghana de ye de ne eguo so you need a builder coach or build it team or experience so she said to her anybody can take over me what you say you team a wa hyehyɛ de dum pempensuo bi we hyehyɛ dum pempensuo bi a coach bi a wo susu say oye normal coach bi abetimi afa na aye successful but team go a ye ma ye fa dwuma ni mo bi akeke ye de ma proving
one elder semeda say me eye o say kwesi message bi ayo Godfred o say I try aye Chris or ye English or boy English star that Chris Hilton ya try O2 a German star e ma rin say Serbia for ni bi abefufam adena Ghana yen try Spanish coaching one day because of football no paying for no so almost ball no adena one day yen call for a Spanish coach
Oma ye trial no me nua no the message ne buy no Chris Hilton wa me boy English tower ha say ball na e ball ni e go etire saa
yes no bia
na no ye English star Otuado by Germany star na e ball
na me ga che inti Otuado no ne ball na Hansi Flick e ball no
Hansi Flick Germany star ni
the fact of we chrome one chess
I don't say you keep reading